We'll be right back with the true story of Master Sergeant Bill Willis, who has 48 hours to save a life. And now, Bill Willis and the search for Stephen Small.
When someone is kidnapped, the main objective is to get them back alive. You want to bust some heads to get some answers, but that isn't how it works. You take the cards that are dealt to you, and you must play them perfectly. Because what is at stake is a human being's life.
Hello.
Mr. Stephen Small, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Small, this is the Kankakee City Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but we caught 3 teenagers breaking into your office.
Is there much damage?
We think you should come down and see if anything's missing.
All right, thanks. I'll be right there.
What's the matter?
Someone broke into the office. I'll be right back. So, Mr. Small, let's go. Let's go! Look, I've got a couple of $100 in my wallet. I can drive you to a bank machine. I'm not here for jump change. Now hang a right and pull over. You won't get away with this. Put your hands up. I don't. My friends will put a bullet through your wife's head just like that. Get in. Get in! You have oxygen for 48 hours. Your wife raises the million we want, by then you're home free. Now, you tell her what's happening and you make her believe it. Let's go.
Hello?
Mrs. Small,
Yes?
we have your husband. Listen. Nancy, it's Steve. I'm okay. I'll get out of this box if you do what these people tell you. This is not a joke. I'm not at a party at Urigan's. They want $1 million. 50s and 100s in non-consecutive serial numbers. Get it quickly. I only have 48 hours worth of oxygen.
Steve, where are you?
Remember, $1 million and don't call the police.
Yes!
In 1987, I was a master sergeant with the Illinois State Police, supervising a covert narcotics unit. On September 2nd, I was filling in for my vacationing zone commander. The FBI called around 7 a.m. in the morning to notify me of the kidnapping. I asked if they needed any help. They said at that time they didn't need anything. About 9 o'clock, they called back. This time they wanted some help.
Found you that other table. How many phone lines do you want, sir?
We need at least 10 phone lines. I want a direct line to Washington and one to the radio room.
Lieutenant Lucas. Master Sergeant Willis. Call me Bill.
All right. Yeah, it's a long story. Ralph, how long till that radio's hooked up?
Talking to the house now.
You'll need all the help you can give us on this.
This guy worth $1 million?
He runs a TV station and a couple of newspapers. Grandfather was governor. Lieutenant governor lives over his back fence.
Sounds like a hot one. You sure this guy didn't take a powder? Maybe he's got a girlfriend somewhere. Maybe business is bad.
Everybody we talk to says he's a complete straight arrow.
All right. The taps and traces are online at the house. Your guy says nobody's called back.
You're gonna need a team ready to roll if that trace pays out.
How many men can you field?
I've got 19 agents. We'll team with your guys, local police, mix and match. That way we'll have a common radio frequency.
You don't waste much time, do you?
Not a stand around guy. Where do you want them?
Right now, ready and waiting.
Yeah. I guess we can't make a move till they call back. What'd they say last time?
He asked for an unmarked million. We got a flash roll coming in from the Chicago office.
$1 million flash roll?
Comes in a suitcase, weighs 80 pounds. He said this was no joke, that he wasn't at a party at Urigan's. Now, we're checking to see if that's a club or a restaurant.
Now, Jurgen's a lawyer. He lives about 6 miles east of here in a little town called Aroma Park. He was trying to tell her something. What else?
Something about a box and having enough oxygen for 48 hours. The kidnapper told Nancy Small if she called us, she'd never find out where he's buried.
He's buried in Aroma Park. Ralph!
Yeah.
Let's put a blanket on Aroma Park.
All right, a lot of territory.
It's a lot less territory than the whole state of Illinois. Put a plane up, too. Tell him to fly a grid, see if you can find Small's car. Right. And let's hustle. We've got 42 hours.
Got it.
While the surveillance team moved out towards Aroma Park, Lucas and I waited for the kidnapper to call. We don't care about getting the money back. We really don't care about catching the kidnappers. The important thing is getting that human back alive.
Bill, this could be it.
Hello?
Mrs. Small,
Yes?
what'd I get? How much?
I have the money together. It's on its way here.
I'll call you back at midnight.
I want to talk to my husband.
We'll find him. Don't you worry. Did you get it? Where's the exchange? Right. 3 points for you, Bill. Call came from Aroma Park.
There are only 5 phone booths in Aroma Park, and within 10 minutes we had agents all around them. We had agents buying groceries, playing softball, just driving through. Nobody stayed in one place too long, and no one was sitting around drinking coffee. This isn't TV. This is real. It's hard to blend into a town of 800 people, but we had to. If we spooked the kidnappers, Stephen Small would be a dead man. I made it clear, if they spotted someone making a call, don't get burned, stay loose. Just get an ID, get off, give me the pieces, and we'll put it together later. Small's life was hanging by a string. We figured we'd only get one chance. If we made a mistake on this one, I'd have to eat it.
Thanks. That's Danny Edwards, the local bad guy. He was up on coke charges a while ago.
All right, let's get out of here.
Bill, this could be it.
Eyes up, people. Eyes up.
Yeah, you messed up the cops here.
It's our boy.
I have the money. I'm going to drop it off.
No, I won't be here. We'll try tomorrow night.
Anybody got an active booth?
Bill, we got him. Caucasian male, 5'9", dark hair. Gilbert says he's a coke dealer named Danny Edwards.
What's he driving?
Buick, Park Avenue Blue. Illinois plates, SGZ 507.
Hey, run a 1028. Anyone else there?
There's a not bad blonde with him. Two guys in another car. Now, Bill, we can take him.
No, those guys could be working for him. Keep going. We got IDs, we got plates. You get hot, and we'll lose small. Let it go.
Bill!
No, I said let it go. All units, pick up on McClellan and Gilbert. I want a loose tail on both cars. Nobody jumps until we're sure.
Everyone at the command post was giving me that let's get him look, but I had to hold him back. What if he's got help? Or he's got to call somebody after he makes his phone call. He doesn't make his phone call. They know something's up. The secret to solving a kidnapping is discreetness. You don't wake up the neighbors. You don't let anyone know you're watching. We had all we needed to convince a judge and jury that Danny Edwards was in on the kidnapping. As we say in the trade, we'd pick him off at the checkpoints. Nancy Reese had been with him when he made the call. That didn't make her a part of it, but she could be. But was he a loner, the brains behind the operation, or simply an accomplice? We didn't have any idea who else was involved. He'd been spooked the night before, perhaps by the teenagers, perhaps by us. We did an overnight check on the beer drinkers, and they seemed clean, but we weren't certain. For all we knew, Small could even be in that house. The agents on the scene had to stand helplessly by as he cleaned his van, perhaps destroying evidence. The pressure kept building. The clock kept ticking. All we could do was wait.
Pull every name associated with his. Find out where they've been for the last few days.
The pilot's flown the grid twice. Nothing on the car.
Tell him to fly it again. Anything else?
Yeah, you got calls from the lieutenant governor. Wants to know how we're doing.
Terrific. Willis,
Bill, it's Orrin.
you call?
Not yet. But I got some messages for you from the lieutenant governor. He says we should go for the search warrant and bust Edwards.
I wish it was that easy.
You getting any sleep?
What sleep?
I've been talking to Nancy.
How's she holding up?
A lot better than I would. We've been talking about time. She still swears the tape says 48 hours. Say you're right. Say he is somewhere around Aroma Park. How much more time do you think that gives him?
Give or take a few minutes, about 12 hours.
How long are you prepared to wait?
I'll type up the search warrant. If he doesn't call by 8, we'll serve it.
Okay. Let's hope he calls first.
Why would the son of a bitch make it easy for us now, huh? The director, please. It's Bill Willis.
I called the director of the Illinois State Police to thank him for the help he was giving us and to ask a favor.
Yes, everything's been very much appreciated, sir. Thank you. But I'd like to ask for one more favor, sir. The lieutenant governor is very much concerned, and I know you and he are friends. And... Yes, sir. Thank you. I'd appreciate the call. Thank you.
The waiting got harder. Lucas kept Nancy Small cool, but the pressure was getting to us all. No calls came. Edwards had promised to call back. Why was he waiting? He knew Small's time limit better than we did. I made the warrant as perfect as I could. It had to be a good warrant. If it was bogus, Edwards and Arish could walk. If they walked before we found Small, it would change from a search warrant to a death warrant. The deadline I give myself passed. We hit the house.
Hey, boy! What are you? You're under arrest, you son of a bitch. Face the wall, face the wall!
Daniel Edwards, you're under arrest for aggravated kidnapping. You have the right to remain silent. If you choose to talk or if you choose to speak, what you say may be used against you in a court of law.
What the hell are you doing here?
You scared, sonny?
I'm scared.
Does somebody want to give me some clothes?
You stay right where you are. Major will dress you in a minute.
Nancy being arrested? Who are we supposed to do this to, huh?
Now, get out of here. Get out.
Good half a pound of coke here.
Any sign of Small?
Ralph, look at this phone book. He's got Small's name, sir.
I want my attorney right now. I'm fighting a false arrest. You hear me? Think you can just keep me here? Is that what you think? I know my rights. Can't keep me here without proof. All right, now, where's my lawyer?
We'd all been praying Small might be in Edwards' house. When he wasn't, the wind just went out of everybody.
Who the hell are you? Did I invite you in here?
Bill Willis. I'm in charge of this case.
Yeah? Well, you better tell those bozos I got nothing to do with it.
Danny, we've made an agreement with the state attorney office. We want Stephen Small back, alive. You help us, and I'll cut you one hell of a sweet deal. If it means a walk, you'll walk.
I don't even know who the guy is.
I know different. You know, Danny, in the state of Illinois, if we find Stephen Small dead, you're facing the death penalty. I want you to think about that.
Yeah, well, I'll think about it.
We knew we had the players. Now we had to sweat them. The longer Danny kept quiet, the more I felt it was a one-man operation. But time was running out.
You're in for one hell of a surprise. The next seat you might be sitting in is the hot seat.
Huh?
The electric chair girl. If this guy dies, we're going to ask for the death penalty. For both of you.
After I talked to Nancy, I let Danny know that we were definitely holding her too. Then, we got our first real break.
Command post. Holy... Yeah. Yeah. Where? No, we'll be right there. Pilot found the car. Made a night pass. caught a glint of moonlight from the windshield.
Where?
Aroma Park.
You need a fingerprint team?
Yeah, no. Oren, you do that. Ralph, you give Danny the news.
You bet. It didn't take long. For the first time in 2 days, I felt like we had a fighting chance.
What do you want, Danny?
Look, I gotta talk to somebody.
We'll get a hold of your lawyer.
No, we don't have time for him.
Why not?
Look, he's got about an hour of air.
Stephen Small?
It wasn't my idea, man. These guys made me do it.
What guys?
No, mafia. All right, they threatened to kill my children. 3 guys. 1 white, 2 black. Black guys are still out there guarding.
Out where?
Roma Park.
You buried Stephen Small in Aroma Park? You can take us there.
Oh, man, the black guys will kill me. Right, they're out there on horseback. They got shotguns. I mean, we won't be able to see them in the dark.
Let's go.
Why don't you listen to me?
Edwards led us to a wooded area on the edge of Aroma Park. The whole way there, he raved about black cowboys with shotguns, who kept trying to lay stuff off on other people. I didn't listen to most of it. All I was thinking about was Stephen Small. We'd have to get him to a hospital as quickly as possible. I can't tell you how it felt to lose him. 2 days of adrenaline just melted away. There were tears in some eyes. 25-year vets, tough-ass cops, not rookies. I started asking myself all the questions. What if we hadn't waited? What if we'd gotten a warrant sooner? We did everything we could, but we lost him.
Bill? Cool.
What are you gonna do, punch me?
You're gonna wish I had. I'm gonna dot every I, sonny boy. I'm gonna cross every damn T. This case is going together with super glue. No damn lawyer in this whole world will ever unravel it. I'm gonna fold this thing 5 ways from Sunday and stuff it where the sun don't shine. I hope you enjoyed this little walk in the woods. Because if I don't get you the chair, I'm gonna make damn sure that you never breathe fresh air again.
I hadn't slept for 2 days. After what had happened, I didn't sleep for a week. The autopsy report said Stephen Small had died within hours of his burial. He was probably gone when Nancy got her first phone call. That was cold comfort. We'd done everything we could, but still the life of a decent human being had been wiped out by a murderous, coked-up piece of garbage. To this day, I still think about the options. wondering if it could have turned out different. I guess I always will. We made the case against Danny Edwards stick. You never saw a group of detectives work harder. He was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. Nancy Arish was sentenced to life. Justice was done. I guess maybe in the end, we didn't fail Stephen Small completely.
Bill Willis made the case against Danny Edwards stick. He was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. He is currently on death row awaiting execution by lethal injection. Nancy Risch was sentenced to life imprisonment. Bill Willis is now a lieutenant with the Illinois State Police. He is commander of Criminal Investigations Zone 21, director of the Kankakee Area Metropolitan Enforcement Group, Task Force 21, which is a covert operations unit specializing in drug investigations.